Hi, we're Renata, Josh and Gaia. In May 2022, we quit our jobs, packed up our life and got on a one-way flight to Asia. We've spent the last few months exploring Singapore, Bali, Malaysia and Thailand, and now we're in the UK. In this video, we're exploring Pembrokeshire in South Wales, one of our favourite places in the UK. We hope you enjoy coming along with us on our Welsh road trip, and make sure to subscribe if you do. Thanks for watching. We're just driving home from Cardigan and we have just pulled over on this beautiful country road here in the Welsh countryside. There are sheep, it is freezing. Guy has 5 layers of clothes on. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear me because it's so windy, but it is so cool and it reminds us so much of home, but the scenery is just absolutely beautiful. It's too windy to fly our drone, but I hope we can capture just how amazing it is. And if you've never been to Wales, I think it's so underrated. Definitely add it to your list of places to come. We have come to explore Broadhaven Beach today here in Pembrokeshire, and we are so glad to be back by the ocean. We live near the ocean in New Zealand, and so it really feels like home to us. So far Pembrokeshire is absolutely beautiful and we are loving being here. It is very cold though, so we're all rugged up, super warm. We try to always embrace the philosophy that there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing, but when we got in the car this morning it started bucketing down with rain. We've made it out here anyway, and we're just gonna see how long we last because it is freezing. What do you think, Gaia? It's pretty cold, isn't it?
Gaia is absolutely loving being at the beach. She was a bit apprehensive at first, but as soon as she saw the sand, she just loved it. And it is pretty cold here, and it's not even like winter, so I can't imagine what it's like during the months of winter, but it's so awesome to be by the beach, by the sea, and just smelling that fresh air and being out and about. And we've always said, regardless of what the weather's like in New Zealand, we want to be out and about with Gaia because she just loves it. She's currently now in a puddle of water getting really wet, and yeah, we're going to continue that wherever we are in the world, so loving it. You got wet feet?
The shoes should be waterproof. Almost didn't come out. So glad we did. We never regret when we get outside with Gaia. It is so much fun for all of us, and we're just so grateful to be here. The next stop on our road trip through Pembrokeshire is famous for being the smallest city in Britain, with a population of only 1,600 people. Named after the patron saint of Wales, St David, this beautiful but very tiny place officially became a city in 1995, although the history of St David dates back to the 5th century. Another puffin.
Seal. Yeah. This side.
We've had such a nice morning exploring St David. It is so beautiful here. We came here in 2019 before we had Gaia, and we just love it. It's so picturesque. It's been really nice to come back and wander around. And if you are in Wales, specifically Pembrokeshire, you must come and check it out. It is so beautiful.
Today we've come to northern Pembrokeshire to a little town called Fishguard. We've been absolutely blown away by how beautiful and serene it is. We're down in the lower part at the moment, which is where the harbour is, and it's just unbelievable. It's so beautiful, and it's the sort of thing that, coming from the UK, you just kind of forget that we have. And we're going to have a little look around in the upper town, which is where all the cafes, and we might get some fish and chips or go and get a coffee. We're really impressed by it, and we think it's definitely somewhere to put on your list if you're coming to Pembrokeshire or to Wales or to the UK in general.
We have just finished walking around the upper part of the town here in Fishguard, and it's so beautiful. I love all the colourful houses, and this is a place that is really me. There's really cool shops, there's really cute little cafes, there's loads of arts and craft places, and you could easily spend a long time browsing. There was a really nice bookshop that I would have liked to look in, but we're travelling with a toddler, so we skipped some of these things. And yeah, it's been a really nice morning out in Fishguard, and definitely recommend, if you're in this part of Wales, come and check it out. Let us know if you like it. Yesterday we were exploring the north coast of Pembrokeshire up in Fishguard, and today we have come down to Tenby. Tenby is a really beautiful seaside village down here, and the beaches are beautiful. It's got a really cool... Because of its location, it has a history as being used as a defence port.
Cool guy.
And the old city walls are still really intact, which makes it a great place to come and have a wander around, learn about the history, and it's also really picturesque. One of the great things about Tenby is that there are so many little beaches to explore, and we've come down to another one now. We saw some people swimming, and honestly, we regret not bringing our togs. It is such a beautiful day, and the water doesn't seem that cold. It's reminding me so much of New Zealand. Another thing that makes Pembrokeshire special is that it has the only coastal national park in the whole of the UK, and you can walk 186 miles to cover the whole thing, and part of it passes through Tenby, which is where we are now. We're not really doing any of that walk on this trip, but hopefully one day we'll get back and it's something to add to our bucket list. The coastline is just spectacular. The beaches have such nice soft sand, and the water is just beautiful. If you're after a beach holiday in Wales, Tenby is the place to go.
So today we've come to Pembroke Castle, which is in the heart of Pembrokeshire, and it's absolutely massive. Like, it's such a huge standing castle, and it's got a fascinating history. Its humble beginnings in 1093. Yeah, 1093, that's crazy. It's even got history with Henry VII. So it's an awesome place to come, and it's got this amazing green space in the middle, which is awesome for Gaia. We're going to take a little look around.
No.
Shall I go?
The castle has been restored really well, and inside the main exhibition room, currently operating one-way system, but there's so many cool setups of reenactments of what was happening in those rooms. So there's a dining room, a room that's like a study, there's battles that have been recreated, and it's quite interactive for kids. Probably not a 2-year-old, but a slightly older child would probably get quite a lot from it, and it's definitely been interesting to walk around and have a look. Walking around, there are some places that have made me quite nervous with Gaia because we're quite high up, and she wants to run around, she has no fear of height, but overall it has been an epic place to come and explore. So nice to be outside, and as Josh mentioned, the huge green space in the middle just behind me here is so nice for kids to be able to run around.
It's really amazing walking around the grounds here because you just get this overarching feel of the history of the UK. It's something that you forget about, especially now that I've moved away. You don't see this sort of stuff in New Zealand, and it's just incredible seeing how beautiful these castles are and how well built they are to last so long. The original structure was built in 1093. It was rebuilt by William Marshall, who became one of the richest people in Britain in the 12th century, and he rebuilt it out of stone, and that's pretty much the whole grounds that are here now today, which is pretty remarkable that it's still standing as well as it is right now.
If you do come to Pembroke Castle on your travels, we paid £17 for the three of us to get in. Gaia was free, so that was basically just for Josh and I. And there's free Wi-Fi and free audio guide. There's little signs like this everywhere that you walk around, and you can just scan it with your phone and listen to the audio guide as you walk around to tell you more information in the history. We obviously aren't doing that because we don't have time and we're quite preoccupied looking after a 2-year-old, but it's really cool if you are here and you're wanting to learn some more, and it's free. We hope you've enjoyed watching this vlog from Wales. We really enjoyed making it. This is only part 1 of a 2-part series, so make sure you subscribe and stick around for the next one. We'll see you then. Bye!